Yo, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and today we are taking a look at the Los Angeles Kings, as there was an interesting kind of report about the Kings situation. You know, the Kings kind of stumbled out of the gate this season. There's been a lot of questions about some of those prospects. They were expecting big leaps from some of those guys last season. It didn't necessarily happen, but things are still pretty positive for the Los Angeles Kings, and if they do decide to trade some of those guys, well, who is considered an untouchable? And they won't be moving. So we're going to go over that today. So this was from John Hoven. He said the only quote-unquote untouchables on the Los Angeles Kings at the moment are Quinton Byfield and Brandt Clarke. So let's say there's a team in Arizona that happens to have a defenseman that's on the trade block and wants to get traded. You won't be getting Quinton Byfield or Brandt Clarke. And I think that's kind of been well known, but it's showing the Kings' commitment to those young studs. Because there has been that sense that are the Kings trying so hard to win it now that they're mortgaging the future, trading some of those younger players like, say, an Alex Turcotte or Gabe Vilardi before they reach their maximum potential. And that is something that has always kind of lingered around this organization. You know, you always wonder when they make trades like bringing in Kevin Fiala and Victor Arvidsson over the last couple of years, and now being in the mix for Chychrun, are they trying to push the limits and maybe sacrificing or mortgaging a longer-lasting reign of success in the Stanley Cup, closing their Stanley Cup window sooner than they probably want to. So it's kind of finding that balance between not wanting to trade all your first round picks every year, but also not getting steeped up in trading every single rental that you have for draft picks. Again, you got to be able to find that medium, and I think that's kind of how things are right now. Looking at the Kings right now, I mean, Brandt Clarke and Quinton Byfield, both top 10 draft picks. They're both extremely talented, and it's no real surprise that the Kings are not looking to trade those guys. But that's kind of the situation right now in that organization. I have to say that the Kings right now are sitting pretty healthy in their spot in the division. It seems like a weak division once again. Anaheim not playing that great. Seattle has looked pretty good. Obviously, the Vegas Golden Knights are kind of leading the charge in the entire league. So the LA Kings, I think, should be able to make the playoffs this year. Just a matter of them, again, staying healthy. The goaltending has to continue to play a little bit better than they did those first couple games. They just seemed like they were still kind of waking up. And the Kings seem to be getting back on track a little bit. So hopefully things continue to go well for them. But again, when you look at the Golden Knights, and if you have to meet them in the first or second round, that is a little bit concerning when you consider the amount of talent and depth that they have. You know, the LA Kings are still lacking a little bit in that department. So, guys, let me know what you think down below. Should the LA Kings sell out for this season and trade some of their prospects? Or do you think they should go more of the conservative approach? Or do you think they should go all the way and just try and go for it? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.